Hello, everybody. This is Becky here at Aunt Beck's Creations, and I'm just playing with those plastic beads I came across that we strung up together the other day. And I just thought I'd turn the camera on since I wasn't on earlier. And this is not tying as tight as I'd like it to. I really hate this plastic string stuff. But hey, I'm trying to use what I have and get it used up and get what I have down to the things I really want to use. And sometimes I'll purge. But then other times it's like, let's try to make something with that. You bought it. Might as well try to make something with it. So I did find a dowel and I painted it green because I thought green would be all right to go with the beads. So I'm just kind of hanging these on here randomly. So this is what I have so far. Ooh. And yeah, they're not even. It doesn't matter. I'm just going to hang them in the window to catch some sunlight. So that's what matters. So I got one more with the butterfly on it here. Uh-oh, some of it's come undone. I've got to put it back on here. Hi, Diane. Good morning to you. I'm about ready to, I got to go clean the kitchen up again. And my son's been home. He's got the flu. He's an adult. He takes care of himself. It's just, he's been home. So I didn't want to try to do a live earlier when he was, could possibly walk through in his boxer shorts or, that kind of thing. So here I am. I did do some sewing and I finished one of the pajama bottoms. Uh-oh. You're about to get your hair all chopped off. Sorry if I drop in and out. I don't know what's up with my internet. I think Janet Nash and I are on the same track of having problems with our internet connections. She's in a whole different country than I am. But yeah, I'm going to tie these on here and then I'll have to go find that string again. And I'm just going to put a piece of this clear string from one here to there. And I can see that it's jumping all over the place too. And I can't, some of these I can move and some of them I can't. But you know what? The sunlight will still catch them. It will still be pretty. And that's all that matters, right? So now I've got these here to hang on here. Let's see if I can just pull one out at a time. I'm going to put one of these over here because these have a colored thing at the very bottom. So are you going to get your hair really, really short? I've been putting off getting mine cut again right now. But I imagine when the temperature soar to like 110 degrees or some crazy bit this summer, I'll probably go and have mine all chopped off again too. I have a pattern I want to make, excuse me, for a nice garden hat. So that'll be a project after I finish this bin of projects that I cut out years ago. So I finished my red flannel, I call it a granny nightie. that's got the lace on it. I finished that up. Boy, this stuff is a dickens to work with. All right. Uh-oh. Something's not right here. There we go. So I've got 5 of this kind. So I think I'll skip every other one here. Ugh, 105 degrees. Ugh, too much. I have a feeling it's going to be really a hot year again this year. Although in the upstate of South Carolina, they could have snow overnight. It's really cold here today. I can't tell you the temperature right now because I don't have the little weather guy in here. We have one of those exterior thermometers that has like a little weather station you keep inside your house, and it tells you the current temperature and relative humidity and whether it's raining or not. And Callie's made a move. She's shaking the table. She and Howard just went out on the catio. I knew they wouldn't stay long. So it's blooming cold out there. And she's looking at this like, that looks like a fabulous cat toy, Mom. I think we could play with that if you'll just leave it where we can get to it. I'm still trying to figure out how I'm going to hang this. I was thinking of hanging it off the curtain rod. So the sun could catch it. But then I got to thinking the sun will also deteriorate this plastic, string stuff. So who knows? I see I got 5 people watching. Hello to everybody. My chat is set up for subscribers only. I just ask that you subscribe, and then in 5 minutes you can leave a comment. I did that because I had some problems with some people being ugly, and I ain't got time for that, right? So I'm going to do another one over here. Maybe I got 2 more. I'll do another one. Oh dear. Stick one in here. I don't know what luck I'll have with this project, but it is late in the day, so my hands are not wanting to work as nimbly as they do first thing in the morning. I was cleaning up the kitchen and I wasn't paying attention a little earlier, and I had left one of the burners on and didn't realize it, set my hand right down on it. So I'm sure I'm going to have some blisters on my hand. I was like, you idiot. That's still on. I was watching Lori, Paint Girly, last night. She was going through all her unfinished journals. I think she ended up with 16 unfinished journals. I know I have a lot more than that, but mine are more art journals. Oh, hi, Deb. So I'm just making a window play pretty to hang. And I know it's not perfect, but all the best things in life aren't perfect. Perfect is for uptight people, and I'm not uptight. Oh. Those quilter clips come in handy for things like this to keep things organized. I saw you were on earlier, Deb, and I popped in, but I didn't say anything. I just left you a thumbs up. And then I saw you'd signed off, so I said, well, I'll pop on and fight with this plastic string and see if I can get this window decoration, at least the beads tied on here. And we'll see where I go with it after that. Yeah, I was saying in the chat with y'all the other night or morning or whenever it was, that I'm currently working through some old sewing projects, like things from 10 to 20 years ago. And I've determined to finish the bin, even though some of the stuff in the bin, I was making it for nephews that are in their teens now, and they're like a size 3 toddler. So yeah, that ain't gonna work. But my niece that I make, one of the nieces that I started making those little dresses for, that I'm waiting for the pattern to come in because I'm missing some instruction sheets that I really need. She has 2 little boys that maybe I could, gift her some of the things. There we go. Ooh, that's going to be pretty. The camera really does not like it at all. And then we've got just this great big bead things. Let's tie this one over on this end. I think Scott's getting another Medicaid or Medicare Advantage call. He must get about 20 of those a day. I don't get repeat calls very often because I never talk to him. I told him, I said, all you got to do is quit talking to him and they'll quit calling you. Oh, man. You got to get it. Hang on. I saw Vicky came in, too. Oh. Diane is down. She's the other messy in the room. She's down in Australia. She's getting ready to go get her hair cut short because it's blooming hot. I told her, I said, I'll probably get mine all chopped back off come 110-degree weather here in South Carolina, too. And I feel like I'm getting the flu. And, I probably caught it from my son since that's what he has. But I'm getting that, that nasty beginning of a, illness feeling in my throat. So I'm like, oh, I don't want it. And I've been putting off getting my flu shot like a nincompoop. Just got to walk into CVS and tell them you want a shot. If you got insurance, they just give it to you. It doesn't cost anything. All right. So I guess I'm going to put, some of these I can move around and some I can't. So I'm going to put a long one there and right there, I think. And then that'll be all of them on here. And then I'll have to set it aside till tomorrow. I just wanted to come on while I was doing this. Scott's in the front room watching what he wants to watch. So I said, well, I'll go in my room and see what I can do here. Hi, Joyce. And let's see, Deb and Vicky and Diane and Teresa. I think that's everybody. So, Vicky, did you figure out the rectangular Afghan? Some of the ladies here can give you some clues. She has an baby Afghan that turned it out rectangular, and she was trying to think of ways she could make it square. Oh boy. I'm glad I'm almost done with this because, man, this stuff is a pain in the neck. And lower regions. And now that I'm sitting here putting this on a green dowel, I should have just went over to that empty lot and cut a piece of bamboo. That would have looked cool. I think about these things after the facts. It's like when something deserves a snarky comeback, but you don't think about it until you get home, and then it's like, oh, that's what I should have said. Yeah. I'm not as fast on my feet with snarky comments because I'm not around people enough anymore. All right, let's hold it up. See if that is all tangled up. Okay. I'm going to put one of those right here. I got 2 left, and that just about fills this dowel up, doesn't it? Well, this is a red butterfly. I don't want to put another red butterfly there. Let's put this red butterfly over here. You should start a swear jar. Heather, she pops in the chat. She made a star-shaped Afghan not too long ago, and it was pretty cool looking. I can't imagine trying to turn a star into a square. A swear jar might come in handy. My son, as sick as he was, and it's cold, and it's been raining on and off, and he's got the flu, and he was out there changing the serpentine belt on his car. I was like, you couldn't wait for a sunny day, or at least for it to be above freezing. I said, you're going to make yourself sicker. But he's grown. He knows, you know how that goes. I don't listen to my parents either much, so. Of course, I'm 60, almost 61. My birthday's next month, y'all. All right. Well, it's looking a little on the crowded side. Some of these I wish I hadn't tied quite so tight. But I'm going to put this other one over here and say that's going to have to be good enough because I don't have any more beads strung. And this is actually pretty full. This is going to be right next to another butterfly, but that's okay. It's got lots of butterflies on it. And I just thought it would be pretty. They're kind of kidsy beads. I mean, I got them for next to nothing when I worked at Michael's. And I can say, hey, I did use some of those. I'm sure the sun would eat these up. This plastic string, if I put it in that window because it's the afternoon sun and it just beats in, I'll have to think about where I'm going to hang it. Give me just a sec. I'm almost to the completion. of this mess. And I definitely don't want them to fall. Where can I hang this? I'm looking around. Don't know where I can hang it. And tomorrow I'll put a hanger on it and hang it somewhere. And then I'll post a picture. Well, Callie's already checked it out, but it's meant to be like a sun catcher. Because some of these are prismatic beads. So when the sun hits them, I'll have rainbows dancing on the walls. I have a small sun catcher in my kitchen window, and it puts rainbows across the kitchen floor. So there's that. Ta-da! And I'll show you guys the things I've finished this week. Let me set this somewhere where the cats can't get it. Be right back. I know, I'll set it over here on the server table. There we go. All right, I'm going to aim you guys up. If you see dirty dishes in the background, just ignore them. That's all you got to do. Just ignore them. All right, and I'll wheel Gretchen over here. Or pick her up and carry her if she don't have wheels on. Come on, Gretchen. You got to come hang with me, sister. So I got to come up to... Howard loves that Gretchen's wearing this nightgown right now because he can blitzkrieg his siblings. There you go. So this is the nightgown that I finished. And I didn't put elastic in the arms because I can't stand elastic on my bicep. So I've put a sleeve band, and I cut 6 inches off this, and it still goes all the way to the floor. Proves I'm shrinking as I get older. I used to be 5'7". I'm only 5'5" now. But it turned out really nice, and it looks great on, and it's super comfy. And then today, I finished the one pair of the little boy PJs. So here are the pants, and they have helicopters on them, and these are a size 3. And then here's the little top. And I had a faux pas, a very bad mishap. I misunderstood the instructions and I did something incorrectly. And yeah, I ended up having to add hem facing tape to keep the length of it because I messed up. I misunderstood, but I know the mistake I made, so I won't make it on the other pair. I have another pair that's got wolves on it that I'm going to work on tomorrow. I've already got my sewing machine set up and everything, but that was this little set that I finished today. And I just love how it turned out. I think it's really cute. So those were the two finishes so far this week. And I love my nightgown. I think it turned out great. So, yeah. The boy. Anyway. Yeah. So that's what I finished for this week so far. And I've not been around too much. I've been popping into some lives, but not very many. I have trouble with pajamas and some long gowns. So this one will probably be, something I wear just on a really cold night where it won't matter to me if I get but my knees will hurt if I get too wrapped up. And Scott and I both have a hard time when we're hurting. That's where the cats want to lay. They like lay right exactly where you're hurting because you're putting off all that heat from the swelling, which makes the swelling worse. And everybody says, why don't you just block them from coming in your... Have you tried to block a cat out of a room? They yowl, they dig on the woodwork. No, I'm not going to do that. I don't want the damage to the house. Yeah, I know. I know. I was trying to block it all, but you know, he's a big guy. I guess there's a whole lot there to see. I don't know. Oh, God. Anyway, I'm going to let you guys go. Thanks for hanging with me while I tied that thing together, and maybe we'll figure out what to do. Yeah, I've got to turn you because for some reason, Zoya is giving me a really snarky, nasty look. Look at her over there looking at me. She's like, what are you doing? Yeah, it is funny. Block cats. Yeah, sure. Sure, says the dog owner that's never tried to block a cat. It's like people say, which way does the toilet paper supposed to go? To the front or to the back? And I always say to the back because I'm a cat owner. If you put it to the front, they accept your challenge and completely unroll it. They just go. If you put it to the back, they can't find the beginning. Of course, then you can hardly find it too, but that's okay. Hi, Kathy. See my granny gown? Where is she? The granny gown and the little PJs. One pair is finished. And I've been doing so many. I did 3 buttonholes there, 4 buttonholes on that, and I'm still having to pull the blooming instructions out to show how to do a buttonhole. Yep, both dangerous. It is. It's a nice heavy flannel, which it needs to go through the wash again. And because I do have the white lace on it, I am going to put a color grabber in the wash with it. And it's getting washed just by itself. When I get the little boy pajamas done, I'm going to put them through the wash too, because the hem facing that I had to use to fix my boo-boo, it's dirty, but I can wash it and it'll look like brand new. I got it at the thrift store. So, and you can't pre-wash hem facing. So that's that. Sorry. My stomach is giving me problems. All right, guys. I'll talk to you later. Thanks for being here.